Hey everyone, Eric here. In this video, we're checking out the Tallon Electric Dual Drive. As its name says, the dual drive is just that. We have two different drive circuits in one box. They're both independently controlled, so you can turn one or the other on, or both at the same time, and you can flip the order. Before we get into the pedal, let's go over the signal chain. Right now I'm playing my Woodwright Warlord into the Tallon Electric Dual Drive, and then we're going out to the Boss Katana, set pretty clean like this. The right side of the pedal takes its inspiration from the Klon pedal. First, of course, we have the on-off foot switch. If we press it, it turns on. If we press it again, it turns off. So the controls that we have are level, gain, low, and high. Level is going to be our overall output volume. So if we turn it on and the volume's at minimum, we're not gonna get any sound. As we turn that level control up, we're gonna get a louder and louder sound. And then next to the level control, we have gain. This is the overall amount of gain, or some people call it drive, some people call it saturation. It's the amount of breakup that we're introducing into the circuit. So at lower settings on the gain knob, we get a cleaner sound. And then as we start to turn that gain up, we're gonna get a dirtier and dirtier sound. Moving on from the gain knob, we have our EQ section made up of two different controls. We have low and high, and this EQ section is an active EQ section. So both of these controls right here can either boost or cut its respective frequency. So if we set the controls in the middle at noon, we're getting a pretty flat response from each of the different frequency bands. And then from here, we can do a few different things. So let's focus in on the low control. Maybe we want to add bass to that. So what we can do is we can take the low control and start turning it up past noon. If we want to reduce bass, we can actually go down past noon. And the high control acts in the exact same fashion. So if we want more treble, we can turn it up past noon. And then if we want to reduce the treble, we can turn the control down past noon. Moving on to the left side of the pedal, we have a drive circuit that's based around the blues breaker. We have controls for level, drive, and tone, and we have a really cool, unique transparency toggle. Level is going to be our output volume. This side of the pedal also has tons of clean volume on tap, so we can boost into other pedals downstream, or we can drive the front end of our amp. If we turn it down, we're not gonna get anything. If we start to turn it up, we're gonna get louder and louder. The drive knob controls our amount of saturation. Again, if we turn it down, just like on the right side, we're gonna get cleaner sounds. As we start to turn that drive control up, we're gonna introduce more and more saturation. And the tone control on the left side of the pedal really only affects the treble. So if we turn it all the way up, that's going to be our brightest sound, our most treble. And then from there, we can attenuate the treble or reduce the treble by turning that tone knob down. The toggle on the left side of the pedal is the transparency toggle. In the bottom position, we're going to let more articulation through, and we kind of get a little more open sound and a little less compressed. And if we flip the toggle to the top position, this is going to compress our signal a little bit more, give us a little bit more drive and a little bit more punch. And now I want to demonstrate stacking the two sides with my Fender Player Series Tele. You can hear that with nothing on, this guitar is a little bit quieter than the Warlord that we were using before. And one thing that we can do is put the order toggle at the bottom of the pedal in the right position, which denotes that the right side comes first. If the order toggle is on the left, we go to the left side first, then going into the right side. So if we put it on the right side, our signal is going to go through the Klon style, and then it's going to move into the blues breaker circuit. So what we can do is we can kind of use the Klon side, the right side of the pedal, as a boost as well as a tone shaper. Maybe if we want to give the guitar a little bit more beef or a little bit more clarity. So let's go ahead and put it on the neck pickup. Here's the clean sound. Let's go ahead and turn the gain down just a tiny bit. So we're gonna get a cleaner sound. That's sounding really good. Maybe I want to increase some articulation and low end to give it a little bit of a mid-scoop feel, but more articulation. If we compare to the clean sound, we kind of just made the sound a little bit louder and bolder with the right side of the pedal. And now from there, we can use the left side of the pedal to distort it however we want. Here's the clean sound. And of course, now we have to hear how the dual drive sounds on bass. And for this example, I'm using my Pure Salem Guitars J-Do bass, which is a short scale bass. It's got flat wound strings on it, and it's a pretty dark sounding bass. Let's go ahead and put the toggle switch on the left position. So we're going to distort the sound with the left side of the pedal first. Let's go ahead and turn the tone all the way to max because, again, this bass is pretty dark sounding, so I just want to see how we can bring out some articulation in this side. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and turn the drive down to about 40% or so. Let's go ahead and hear how the compressed setting on the transparency toggle sounds. Now let's go ahead and go over to the right side of the pedal, and then I want to see how it sounds just with the EQ set at noon. It's still pretty dark and dull. I'm going to actually increase the low a little bit and then increase the high a little bit more, so we get a little low end bump but a lot of high end bump. Let's go ahead and turn the drive up a little bit. Here's just the left side. I I hope you enjoyed this look at the Tallon Electric Dual Drive. If you did like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps out a lot. And if you like gear demo videos like this one, I've got tons here on the channel, so go ahead and check the backlog. If you'd like to learn more about the dual drive or even purchase it, I'm going to leave a link to the Tallon Electric website in the description below. And while you're down there, if you're looking for any sort of other musical equipment, I do have affiliate links in the description to Amazon, Reverb, and Sweetwater. All of those are affiliate links, and what they do is it takes you to that site or a specific product, saving you time and letting that site know that I sent you. And anything you buy through those links helps me because I get a small percentage of the overall purchase. Again, it saves you time and it doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's a really great way to help support the channel. And I really appreciate anyone who chooses to shop with those links in the description below. It really helps, and I just appreciate it so much. Also, I want to send a huge thank you to my Patreon fam, my supporters over on Patreon. I appreciate you. Y'all are the best over there. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you're doing well out there. I hope you're staying safe, of course. And most important of all, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video.